God. Hey, sugar. How y'all doing on Willie? We appreciate y'all for joining me. This beautiful lady here has been taken off Earth. She has been removed. They say that this woman was shot point blank range on the sidewalk in Brooklyn. Nobody knows why. Gonna put it up on the screen for you. Let you see what they talking about. Here you go.
On a New York City sidewalk, a woman shot and killed by another woman who just casually walked up to the victim and pulled the trigger point blank. Then she got into a car and just sped off, too. News 4's Miles Miller, live in Crown Heights, Brooklyn. And Miles, I know you talked with the victim's mother tonight. What are you hearing about this?
Well, the victim's mother is so distraught she could barely stand up. She grabbed my hand for strength and just really can't fathom who would want to kill her daughter. And she really says she can't believe the way her daughter died on the street.
Somebody executing my child. They killed my baby. Was something that horrible?
Delia Barry has been crying so much she can barely stand up. A mother's pain after her namesake, her daughter, 42-year-old Delia Johnson, was shot in the head at point-blank range by this woman.
We have to pray for the person that did this. Pray for their family. Because I live in peace, me. But I don't want to know why if I ever see it.
It happened Wednesday evening on Franklin Avenue, near Park Place in Crown Heights. Delia's mom says her daughter had just left the funeral service for a friend and got a call to meet up with friends here. Seconds later, this woman pulls up and without saying anything, kills her with a single shot. The shooter calmly walks away with her purse over her shoulder, gets back into her car, and takes off.
I have so much pain, I'm numb. I'm trying my best. To hold myself up. But the slaughter, because that's what it was.
God is good. I thank you so much, Father.
Delia was a mother of a 17-year-old girl and an entrepreneur seen here selling vintage clothes.
Oh my God, help me, Lord. They killed my baby. I'm 42. And she will be missed by me.
Sources close to the investigation say detectives working this case know who they're looking for. They believe that woman may have been a former friend, and they are working that angle tonight. There is a vigil scheduled for right here later this evening. We are live in Crown Heights. I'm Miles Miller, News 4 New York. Back to you.
And it is hard to watch. A horrific shooting.
As we know around here, we don't pretend to care, so we're not going to do that little part there. Oh, this is sad. This is all that shit. That ain't what we're going to do. Even if sometimes we may feel like, damn, that's fucked up. But as we say around here, you watch 23-16-9 at all times. A lot of people say, well, she didn't deserve to die, and I don't know what she deserved because I don't know her life. But they say that they don't know why. They have no idea why something like this would happen, and then they say later on that it is believed that they is former friends. Once you say they former friends, in my mind, there's only a few reasons why somebody would take on a felony and take on going to prison, going down there to the resort, having your Instagram photo taken, and y'all know how I do around here. Did you buy some meat? In my mind.
On a New York City sidewalk, a woman shot and killed by another woman who just casually walked up to the victim and pulled the trigger
I got to play something back.
blank. Then she got into a car and just sped off, too. News 4's Miles Miller, live in Crown Heights, Brooklyn. And Miles, I know you talked with the victim's mother.
He need to change shirts, too. I don't get it. Okay, I watch it.
Her daughter died on the street.
Somebody executing my child. They killed my baby.
Oh, she was such a cutie. Such a cutie at the age of 42. That's what's up.
Was something that horrible?
Delia Barry has been
A lot of people will say, well, there should never be a reason that somebody should get shot like that. Like what did she do? Ain't nothing that serious. Things that you may not think is that serious to other people. That's why we can't take people lightly. We got to be careful how we treat people, and we also got to understand the things that you may do to people where people may let it go at the time. Shit don't be let go all the time. Just saying, you better be careful out
been
here.
crying so much she can barely stand up. A mother's pain after her namesake, her daughter, 42-year-old Delia Johnson,
Look at that baby. Look at that baby with that blonde hair. Like y'all say in the street, that baby thick. That baby done removed herself out of y'all dodge out here in these streets because she finna go down to the resort. She ain't gonna do that much time. We come on now. She got a monkey, as we say out here in these streets. That baby ain't care nothing about that there. But the woman who got shot wasn't watching the 12 or 3, 6, and a 9. I promise you, this got to be either about some meat or about some monkey. Either they probably said something to each other on social media or something like that right there. Because you know we die when we have conversations on social media and stuff. But I'm trying to tell you, I can almost guarantee they're going to come out with the reason.
was shot in the head at point-blank range by this woman.
Players. Now, there's some players who done dealt with that baby right there. She probably got some good. She probably done stabbed her a few months. I'm just saying something. She was probably in a domestic love relationship or have been in one previously, because for her to go ahead on and do this, she got a history of that type of violence and or just pent up frustration. She always wanted to use her gun. But shout out to all my religious folk out here. Y'all really kind of do us a disservice when y'all say this shit here.
We have to pray for the person that did this.
I can't take y'all serious after that. We got to pray for the person who had done did this. For the fuck what? I'm confused. If you is so hurt and so crying and you emotional, they took your baby. The fuck you mean we need to pray? What we need to pray that person do better, or pray that the person don't get caught, or stuff like that. Pray that God save her. I'm not understanding. See, when we talk like that, when we trying to make it easy for the person who had done took our loved ones, I don't believe we loved our loved ones. I don't believe we really cared about our loved ones, because now you want God to help out the person who had done killed your loved one. And we quick to say that God is good all the time. All the time God is good. Well, God, I mean, if we going to give it to the Lord, maybe the Lord sent her. Maybe the Lord had her, the one with the blonde hair, send home the one who got shot in the head.
At point-blank range.
I know, it's throwing you off. No, the Lord won't do that. Yeah, he would. Read your book.
By this woman.
We have to pray for the person that did this. Pray for their sins.
Pray for what, though? Well, here, I shouldn't have stopped him. Go ahead.
Pray for their sins.
Pray for their sins?
Because I live.
Hold on.
Because I live in peace.
Hold on.
Pray for the person that did this. Pray for their sins.
Pray for their sins. I thought Jesus had done came and removed all that flesh. Go ahead, baby.
Because I live in peace.
What do I live in peace have to do with the person that knocked off your daughter that you love so much? This is what I be needing people to understand when y'all be talking that religious stuff. It don't go over well with a lot of people. But I do understand, because you got that thought process that God saves and God do all that right there. Do your thing. I ain't tripping. But cognitive dissonance is a big word out here in the goddamn street. Do you think, baby?
Me.
But what?
But I do want to know why, if I ever see you.
It happened.
If I ever see you, I want to know why. That's all. Or that was probably something smart to say, because you don't really want to say what you want to do or that you would do if you see that person, because then they'll probably charge you with internet threats and all that stuff, like stupid shit. You know what I'm saying?
Wednesday evening on Franklin Avenue, near Park Place in Crown Heights. Delia's mom says her daughter had just left a funeral service for
How you just leave a funeral and you get knocked off, and now they finna have you a funeral. Wild out here in these streets, but if y'all believe that God got your back and God does everything and God knows beginning and end, see, we can go down that rabbit hole. God don't make no mistakes, and it's God's churn. I would say step churn, but God's churn. That's what they say. He loves us all the same. That's what they say. That's what people tell me who ain't done read the book. But yeah, only God could take life and all that. Remember that. God has a place. God calls us home and all that stuff right there. Why don't y'all ever blame God? God wouldn't do this. This is of the devil. Really? Read your book again.
friend and got a call to meet up with friends here. Seconds later, this woman pulls up and without saying anything, kills her with a single shot.
That's deep. Nobody watching the 12, 3, 6, and 9. Nobody. Because it's regular shit. We round our peoples, right? We care about one another. For at least 2 seconds from the time she walked up to raise her hand, ain't nobody saw nothing.
With friends here. Seconds later, this woman pulls up and without saying anything, kills her with a single shot. The shooter calmly walks away with her purse over.
That baby calmly. Purse on the shoulder. Let me go ahead on and get back in the vehicle because I'm double parked or some shit right there. I'm blocking traffic. So let me go ahead on and get out the way to keep cars moving and stuff like that. So, all right.
Over her shoulder, gets back into her car, and takes off.
I have so much pain, I'm numb.
Baby. You shouldn't be in pain. Baby, give it to the Lord.
I'm trying my best. To hold myself up.
It sounds like the same way when Dylan Roof went into the church in less than 24 hours. Folks talking about we forgive him. Pray for him. That's what's up.
But the slaughter, because that's what it was.
God is good. I thank you so much.
God is good. Him good all the time, baby. If he good all the time, maybe God needed a home. For some reason, when we hurt, when we're going through something, when our eyes done got killed and shit like that, we don't truly think God needed her home or God needed our loved one at home. Let's be honest, that's not really what we be thinking. But we'll say that fly shit, the Lord just needed her. That's the shit that was told to me when my dad had done died. I'm like, what the fuck you mean? He need my dad. Oh, so I don't need no daddy here on earth. That's what's up. Keep telling us that stupid shit. Go ahead.
Delia was a mother of a 17-year-old girl and an entrepreneur seen here selling vintage clothes.
Oh my God, help me, Lord. They killed my baby.
Why do you keep saying they killed my baby? Why you don't say that bitch who was in the video shot my daughter down like a dog? But nah, cuz it's a female.
I'm 42. She will be missed by me.
Player throwed me off with this shirt pimp, but I guess we like fitted shit. Go ahead.
Sources close to the investigation say detectives working this case know who they're looking for. They believe that.
Then why don't y'all put the name out? If y'all know who y'all looking for, the community knows who the person is in the video, and people know the car and everything else. Why y'all don't put the name out and then put the person picture up so the entire community can be on the lookout for this for this lovely lady? Nah, y'all don't want to alarm her that y'all looking for her, but y'all will say it in the news broadcast that the police is looking for her.
That woman may have been a former friend, and they are working that angle tonight. There is a vigil scheduled for
Listen, if she was a former friend, hell, if she wasn't a friend, I'm trying to tell y'all, this is possibly about some meat.
Here later this evening. We are live in Crown Heights. I'm Miles Miller.
Miles, you got to do a little bit about the little shirt because you don't like national TV and shit like that right there. But do you really? I ain't tripping. Wear what fits you. That's what's up. But listen, I don't really know where to go with that except for I appreciate y'all for rocking with a player. Just remember, watch 283, 16, your ass can't leave Earth when God ready for you to come home. Won't he do it? Appreciate y'all for rocking. I'm out.